genocide. Everything you think you own has been lent to you by a predator with a monopoly on terror. There's no competitor. America's a dead nation getting deader to supine to its sovereign. You cannot audit your creditor. They ship the drugs and run the prisons, etc. You can't find one mainstream newspaper editor. If you get upset, who you gonna write a letter to? Your congressman has been vetted, and so has your senator. The inventors of this creature are fortuitous. This world order, trust me, there ain't nothing new to this. The truth is just too illustrious and luminous for folks to know who they can trust and who Lucius is, or any other Rockefeller Foundation. 1,000 points of light, non-governmental organization. All that tyranny could be summarily dead in one fell swoop if you end the fad. Reserve is a monster, and you'd be foolish to think their main goal is not to conquer. Your mindset slave, don't ever forget slave. You have just been turned into a bona fide debt slave. Officially, when you take the real route, there was a banker takeover, fuck a bailout. They got the public clamoring to stick their tail out. This is admiralty law, they rob you then they sail out. Ain't nothing new, eventually you'll see the cinema. They had this movie rolling centuries, if not millennia. No wonder why they wanna censor me, cause I get into ya. Then the treasury, the legacy, it needs an enema. The dollar's dead and now they nickel and they dime you. That was manufactured in a lab like the swine flu. Cast your vote today to kill the plague. These motherfuckers should be sentenced to death at the Hague. In the fed. That's what I said. How about that Alan Greenspan? What a maestro. Vacationing in Hades, he really has a nice glow. His money created what people call culture, carrying on the same traditions as Paul Volcker. It's so fun, why the hell it got to end? All these monetary funds, we still got a lot to lend. Let me take a little glance at my teleprompter friend. He could tell me what to ask Mr. Helicopter Ben. He's dropping dollar bills from the sky to offshore banks who like to fly. We got a candidate, he's very polished. NAFTA and GATT, all that will be abolished. Please disregard whatever you heard on your corporate television, it's forever absurd. Obama's got a lot of devils to serve, and they're all affiliated with the Federal Reserve. Dead the Fed. They own your body, this is true indeed. They got you buying worthless things you do not need. Everything we see happening is everything they say. We will not be sovereign until we go ahead and the Fed. And the Fed. And the Fed. One more time. One more time. And the Fed. And the Fed. And the Fed. And the Fed. That's what I said. And the Fed. You ready for this? This is some spooky shit. I'ma take this classic and make it Jurassic. Now, listen, I'm not capable of hate. This ain't hate. This is merely a line in the sand. Cause you're not gonna militantly push your agenda on me or my clan. You get it? Hip-hop is run by gays. If you knew Some of them want to seduce you. Some of them want to be seduced. This garbage they sell you, you're eating it up like cordon bleu. It isn't that tough to see right through. Hollywood is pushing agendas. Come down, faggot, move along, move along, move along. Come down, faggot, move along, move along, move along. Come down, faggot, move along, move along, move along. Come down, faggot, move along, move along, move along. Some of them want to confuse you. Some of them are themselves confused. Some of them want to seduce you. Some of them want to be seduced.
Fuck you looking at, you boy? Fucking faggot.
I'll get you a record deal if you got homo sex appeal. Just put on your skirt and keep it real. Everybody's got to do something. Oh my, how you feel now? You were so homo, here's the deal now. Come into my office, have a cigar, you're gonna go far. I'm gonna make you a star. But first, I suggest you rehearse. We gotta set a new trend, here's your dress and your purse. I will help you enterprise and then you will help us feminize the men. We gotta turn little boys into girls and vice versa with destroy in your world. Right under your thumb. And the goyim don't get it cause they're so damn dumb. Our role is reversing your gender. Remember, be a friend of the agenda. Just a couple hormones and some fake breasts. Voila, you're a woman now. Oh yes, we won't stop with our plan for humanity. Obliterate the family and ban Christianity. Hip hop is run by gays. If you knew, you'd be amazed. What they won't do just to get plays. Everybody is slurping on something. Hip hop is run by gays. If you knew, you'd be amazed. What they won't do just to get plays. Everybody is slurping on something. Hip hop is run by gays. If you knew, you'd be amazed. What they won't do just to get plays. Everybody is slurping on something. Hip hop is run by gays. If you knew, you'd be amazed. What they won't do just to get plays. Everybody is slurping on something.
And we are live. Yeah, just giving the trolls something to trim out if they want to start now. It's been a good time to. I don't think they'll put that in their trim outs. Well, I'm going to start up where I left off with Scam last time. And Will, bring over that 90-minute documentary you got laying around. We'll watch it before you turn it into some kind of crap show. I know you're trying to obfuscate. That's all you're doing, dude. We just want to see the straight up footage. Nothing documented up or mockumented up, better yet said. Don't worry, I'll drop this in the chat for you again. This is going to be your call out, dude. If you got some cojones, you'd answer these questions out of these videos. I don't think he's going to. Let's see if I can get that smaller. kind of big. Huh. How does it look to everybody out there? It seems rather large to me. Here, I'm going to take it down. I'll put me on the screen too. No, I don't have that option with me by myself. Let's try that. That makes me bigger. Try that one. Nope. That one. Nope. This one. Nope. That one. There we go. That's better. That looks like something we can watch. It's been a rough week. Everybody's got the cold and the flu over this side of the world. We just got hit with a nice little snap snowstorm. It just came in fast and hard and it was gone in a day. Back to Scam Arctic.
Of alleged arc between the Red Sea Point A and Mediterranean Sea Point E, done by taking the green horizontal datum line between them and drawing intersecting identical angled and equidistant lines from the dead center of your circle or alleged globe's latitude and longitude 0 point, shown as red point Z down there at the equator. As we go up what's called the vertical from the equator red Z to our start point of the Suez Canal A, we see that the yellow line from A to F on the vertical is perpendicular to the end of the Suez Canal measuring point E, and we notice the distance between yellow B on the alleged curve and green B on the horizontal datum line between them, drawn in orange, is roughly 1/4 the distance from A to F. And since we know the total feet of curve over the 100-mile alleged blue arc from the Red Sea A to Mediterranean...
Let me just say hi to everybody. Just thinking about it. I got a crowd in here. Man, I guess nobody was on this afternoon except Ryan. Let's see, got Ryan. Not that Ryan. Jim Anus. Let's see, Skeptic. And let's see, Mr. T. Gumnut Man. David Koresh. And let's see, Dr. Bass and Juno. There you go. That's quite a little crowd. I'm telling you. It says I got 15 people watching, but I have no idea. Let's get back to this thing. Sorry, guys, for the interruption. And I just want to make one more statement. If nukes are real, right? You guys heard stories about it. Don't you think Israel would be primed and ready to use theirs right now? That's all I'm going to say concerning that.
Mediterranean Sea E at 8 inches per mile squared is 6,666 feet 8 inches. Then 1/4 of that gives us 1,666.5 feet of convexity at the 50-mile Suez Canal center yellow point B, from either B to the Red Sea A or B to the Mediterranean Sea E. So to make the Suez Canal perfectly level for 100 miles on a globe, you would have to dig down its 50-mile midway point at yellow B to green B 1,666.5 feet. And then you'd be digging down 416 feet at points D and H, 1/4 of that arc between A and B or B and E. But they didn't. Not a single lock for 100 miles because apparently globes and water on them only curve on basic paper geometry, not in reality. Ironically true, because there is no curve or globe in reality. So they say, oh, well, the surface of the water is equipotential. It has roughly the same distance to the Earth's center of gravity, so it's not necessary to dig 1,666 feet in the middle of the Suez Canal or adjust for points D or H or anything.
Brings up one more question for me. How come they had to dig canals for the Panama Canal? Or I'm just going to go into the Erie Canal. All the rest of them, the reason they did that because the elevation's higher and lower. That's the only point. That's at level. No, there's Ryan. Huh. Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
¿Qué pasó, amigo?
Okay, pasta. Man, that gravity's some magic stuff, dude. I'm telling you. It doesn't work in some parts of the world. In other parts of the world, it does work. It's just pretty amazing. But
Pretty amazing.
yeah, it's all you got to say. You're gonna run off with that. Say hi to Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda.
Hi, Ryan. She's a little weak right now. We're all kind of under the weather a little bit. How's the weather in California, sir?
It was nice today. It was like 70.
Oh, nice. Huh. Well, we had 65 here today, but like 2 days ago we had 30 degrees and snow. It was one day to the next, dude. It's weird.
That is trippy.
Yeah. It only took them like less than 12 hours for it to go from one climate to the next. We got a warm breeze outside right now. There's no snow to be seen anywhere. It's strange. I'm not going to say anything else regarding that. Everybody's like, oh, they're seeding the clouds, y'all. Changing the weather. HARP. How many people want to say it?
In between. But gravity is just a theory by Newton, reworked into another theory by Einstein. Neither of them a fact, yet standing at point B on top of a round hill and clearly seeing your friend waving up to you from point A down below you is reality, not theory. And I'm sorry, if this were a hill and you were standing over here at A and your friend was standing over here at E and you wanted to walk straight to each other level without your legs burning from having to climb up this hill to point B or stop yourself running down the other side, you have to dig a tunnel straight through line C. Yet the horizontal datum line of the Suez Canal is only 26 feet below the Mediterranean and is continued level from one sea to the other, and the surface water runs level and parallel with this datum line. Even a 3-year-old child could tell you that blue curved line is not the same as that green straight line. Facts are facts, Jack. Jack and Jill ran straight through a hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down as his face smashed the mound, and Jill was a flat earther after. No, Steve, water is theoretically equipotential based on theoretical gravity. Theory always trumps fact. But even if you allow them their ridiculous equipotential water theory, railways, mountain tunnels, and undersea cables are not.
Funny.
The London and North.
The bomb.
Did it? It gave birth. I want to see that so-called water unicorn again. Hold on.
Gravity. So it's not necessary to dig 1,666 feet in the middle of the Suez Canal or adjust for points D or H or anything in between. But gravity is just a theory by Newton, reworked into another theory by Einstein. Neither of them a fact, yet standing at point B on top of a round hill and clearly seeing your friend waving up to you from point A down below you is reality, not theory. And I'm sorry, if this were a hill and you were standing over here at A and your friend was standing over here at E and you wanted to walk straight to each other level without your legs burning from having to climb up this hill to point B or stop yourself running down the other side, you have to dig a tunnel straight through line C. Yet the horizontal datum line of the Suez Canal is only 26 feet below the Mediterranean and is continued level from one sea to the other, and the surface water runs level and parallel with this datum line. Even a 3-year-old child could tell you that blue curved line is not the same as that green straight line. Facts are facts, Jack. Jack and Jill ran straight through a hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down as his face smashed the mound, and Jill was a flat earther after. No, Steve, water is theoretically equipotential based on theoretical gravity. Theory always trumps fact. But even if you allow...
Right here. What the heck is that, dude? You want one of those, Ryan? What?
Probably
You wouldn't trust it, man? That's a seahorse, dude, or a sea unicorn. That's a great job. I'm glad they did that. They're everywhere in nature, dude. Just, you see them offshore, just swimming around.
Allow them their ridiculous equipotential water theory, railways, mountain tunnels, and undersea cables are not. The London and Northwestern Railway from London to Liverpool through Birmingham is 180 miles long. C to D is the horizontal datum line from the level of the River Thames in London at D to the level of the Mersey River in Liverpool, which all their elevations were measured to build the railway. This half-cut cross shows Liverpool Mersey River there on the left and all of the surveying elevations and hills going across to the railway midpoint at Birmingham all the way on the right compared to their horizontal datum line below. H is the middle station at Birmingham with an elevation of 240 feet above their horizontal datum line below, meaning they measured it and at 240 feet above the level of the River Thames, just like with the Suez Canal. But this is a railroad track, not magical gravity water. If the Earth were a globe, then as we see here, the datum line over 180 miles would have to be the chord of the arc, blue D to D to D. So the summit of the arc at Birmingham would have to be 5,400 feet above the horizontal datum line, denoting the Trinity high water mark at London Bridge over the Thames. But nope, the engineers measure it at 240 feet. Impossible on a globe, yet there it is in reality, not a trick of the eyes or perspective, not magic gravity water, just cold hard steel, ground, and fact. Then in 1869, the UK Admiralty Navy surveyed the ocean bottom from Valencia on the western coast of Ireland, the yellow B on the right, to Trinity Bay in Newfoundland, the light blue A on the left, and laid a transatlantic cable with a steamship. C to D is the green datum horizontal line. Their survey and steamship chart showed the distance to be 1,665 nautical miles or 1,942 standard miles. To figure out how much cable they needed, the greatest depth found was here in blue at 2,422 fathoms times 6 gives you 14,554 feet deep. The next deepest section was the red line at 14,400 feet deep, while in the middle, in the orange, it's only 9,600 feet deep. But if the Earth is a 25,000-mile spherical globe and the Atlantic Ocean is convex with equipotential magic gravity water as they claim, then the green horizontal datum line would be a chord to the great arc of water above it in blue. The center would stand at 628,560 feet, or nearly 120 miles higher than the coasts of the two stations at.
And I say that's deep, isn't it? It's real deep. That's funny. Where's the globe now? What were you saying, Ryan?
I said that's deep.
I didn't come clear. Say it one more time. Yeah, it's like,
That's deep.
all right. Well, all I heard, you like kind of roboted in, like just roboted out in like one beep. It was weird. You're on the phone, aren't you? Yep.
Trinity Bay and Valencia, and the greatest depth would be the center of the ocean between the two in orange, where it would be 106,310 fathoms or 637,860 feet deep. But nope, it was measured at only 9,600 feet deep in reality. It should also be bloody obvious that the distance of that blue line around the basketball, call that the alleged globe water surface, is longer than the green line around the much smaller volleyball, call that the alleged globe ocean floor. So even withstanding the elevation changes on the ocean floor below, it's obvious the distance across the ocean floor would be much shorter than the distance over the surface. But in the published report, the opposite happened. The steamer ship that laid the cable went 1,665 miles, yet laid 1,852 miles of cable. Impossible on a globe. Not a trick of the eyes, a light in the sky, or magic gravity water. Just cold steel ocean floor cable and fact. We could sit here all day and show example after example of this, but there's no need, since none of this can exist on a globe, yet there they all are in reality. We cannot live on a globe. And since Fantasy Island can only exist on the globe, then again, whether you saw a 24-hour light in the sky in one place in Antarctica or not,
I doubt it.
we don't live on the sky, so that's the end of that nonsense. Not so fast, the Globies say. We've known the Earth as a globe since at least 1482, since we still have Martin Eardopfell's actual globe, shown for real here,
This is funny.
62 years before the 1540 formation of the Jesuits you claim invented this model. A great point, and I noticed that Africa, Southern Europe, and a small bit of the Middle East to Western India take up half of the entire Earth on his globe. So I wondered how the other 3/4 of the known Earth fit on the backside of this globe. So I found an antique map dealer who has the entire thing. There's the front side we saw.
And what kind of magic is this? It's a strange magic, man. Oh, God. The globe is ever changing, I guess. Hey, serious business. Lord Brahma, nice to see you guys. They make it up as they go along, dude, to fit their Cartesian system that they set up for whatever they're doing now. They change it all the time. If you look over the centuries, man, it just changes. Period. And they can get away with it because they control it.
The backside of the globe is East India into Southeast Asia and Indonesia up to Tartaria, but that's none of my business, with Southeast Asia mapped out almost as large as Africa. So the red is one half the globe, the yellow is the other half of the globe, and even though Southeast Asia in yellow is just east of Africa in red, apparently if you sail due west from Africa, you come right back to Southeast Asia across the ocean. So everything in red just doesn't exist. But some guy in 1482 fit everything in blue and green on a basketball in a metal stand, and that's how they knew we live on a globe? How, pray tell, did they map out this globe and miss 3/4 of everything on it? Because, Steve, you idiot, they didn't discover the West until Columbus in 1498, when he sailed for the West Indies. 16 years after this globe proved there was no West Indies. Then why did he bother sailing west? Just to get back to Indonesia. So you need to shut up and stop claiming the ancients thought we lived on a globe, as the oldest globe we have is as recent as 1482 and was not even 1/3 of the known Earth all the way around it. You can't map an alleged globe you've never even been around to clearly see it's wrong and impossible. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Cake eaters.
Antarctica, the coldest, most savage place on Earth. So remote, its very existence was questioned by navigators for centuries. Even after it was discovered in 1820, it remained for decades terra incognita, a land unknown.
Really? A land unknown until its discovery in 1820?
Yeah.
That's interesting because even on this fake 1482 globe, right under the Tropic of Capricorn, it says clearly Circulus Antarcticus, the Antarctic Circle. A strange name for a latitude boundary to a place that doesn't allegedly get discovered until 340 years later, showing precisely where its outer latitude ring is. Of course, there is no fantasy ice continent drawn there, but they knew the circle. In fact, it's also
I want to
clear.
say not just Small Hat lies. It's Small Hat. Where'd Ryan go? He disappeared. Little monkey. It's not Small Hat magic. It's Small Hat lies. It's more like it. They're discovering lands and pillaging them for their resources so they can further their own cause. And along with other small hats and other places, if you know what I'm saying. They got one. They got the seat somewhere in Italy, I think. Huh? Hold on, I gotta read this. Shout out to McToon for making sure we can find. Oh, nice. Real ones. Oh, that's really cool. Thanks, Lord. Wikipedia. Now, let's look at the planisphere here. So basically, all cartography and mapping, and it's been owned by the church, if you know what I'm saying, up until now, and the royals. So the discoveries are made by them first, and then they corral us in our little ball.
Mapped out just like Gleason's ice wall on the 1766 Duil de Lisle flat earth map as Terra Antarcticus, not Terra Incognito, 54 years before the alleged 1820 discovery of Antarctica. I wonder if we're being lied to about history. To recap parts 1 and 2, in order to propagate the Jesuit heliocentric cosmology and globe model, it has to have a period of constant 24-hour sun months in late October through early February down on Fantasy Island, aka Antarctica, just as it provably does in the northern Arctic Circle, where people actually live and witness this reality provably in the summer months of May through August, because the alleged south tip of the globe has to point at the sun on the same 23-degree tilt angle for its summer months as the alleged north tip of the globe does on its summer months. On the globe model, what happens in latitude rings stays in latitude rings, even its opposite alleged northern and southern latitude ring counterparts.
I like the Vegas reference.
So let's set the groundwork for how this globe fraud and scam work in modern days via the digital Santa Claus fiction known as satellite GPS, or Global Positioning System. Though not a globe projection, Gleason's map is still a partial projection map, as it says clearly on top, with instructions on the back that modern copies do not have, so very few flat earthers have seen it. So when it says scientifically and practically correct as it is, it means as a launch.
Where would we get those instructions? I'm going to have to do some digging. Where do you think we can get those, Ryan? The instructions that go with this map. The ones that are on the back.
They're probably curb sections.
What?
Yep.
Well, there's got to be somebody that got them somewhere. I got to dig through a library or something. Huh. Yeah, ground positioning or geographical positions. That's what it should be actually touted as. They're not globe predictions or projections or positions or whatever the hell you want to call them. Steve is on point. That's what I'm going to say about, especially about the mapping.
Longitude and time calculator, as it says clearly on the top left. It does not mean that the Earth geometrically looks exactly like this in this shape and proportion from an overhead view. Our east-west longitude system could not be developed using heavenly luminaries for east or west navigation without clocks, since they are constantly moving east to west, so you can't head in the direction of a moving object. So it was developed for navigation based on fictional fixed clock times and time zones based on a 2D rectangular grid projection of the fictional sphere.
God, that was huge. Look at these time zones again, guys. This is horrific. But this is all that this said is political. What?
Summer months, as the alleged north tip of the globe does on its summer months.
So we can get to it.
Our east-west longitude system could not be developed using heavenly luminaries for east or west navigation without clocks, since they are constantly moving east to west, so you can't head in the direction of a moving object.
They're angling too.
So it was developed
Weird.
for navigation based on fictional fixed clock times and time zones
Look at these time
based
zones.
on a 2D.
Look at this. How would that fit anything? What the heck is this? This one right here in particular. Yeah, that's keeping accurate time, isn't it? You should see it wrapped around a ball. It's even worse.
I love it.
That's how they rule the world, dude. Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
Rectangular grid projection of the fictional spherical globe model. At least you can find north with a compass or North Star Polaris by night, which never moves. But try finding your way north without a compass by Polaris. If it was flying over your head from north to south behind you as you tried to follow it north, you wouldn't know which way to go. Both circles and spheres have curved lines that do not intersect all latitude and longitude lines at perfect 90-degree square angles. But since the latitude and longitude system is set up that way, both models have to distort their proportions.
And there you have it. And if Elder Bear asks questions, why are they 90s? Yeah, that's why, you idiot. They set it up like that to start with, on purpose, that way to confuse the living crap out of people. Those meridians are actually curved, and run lines are actually curved, centered out from the north. That's just the way it was done to start with. And since they put it on a Mercator, or whatever the hell, Gull Peterson, that thing, they had to square it. So, and that'll wrap around the ball, and all their time zones, they have to like extend longer in the south because it's not right. None of this is right. This has nothing to do with the real world at all. This has everything to do with their political world. This is the lie. And do politicians lie? Well, hey, see Lightning, how you doing, man? Mustang, I didn't say hi to you neither. This is a mess, dude.
With
Crap play.
projections to accommodate that fiction. The globe does it this way, Gleason had to do it this way. In order to fit the world's already existing almanac latitude-longitude coordinates for all places onto this circle, instead of inventing an entirely new system and coordinates that nobody is using.
Gleason had to do.
Both the globe and Gleason are using 69 regular miles per degree of latitude from the North Pole to either South Pole or outer ice wall on Gleason's map. So compared to almanac latitude grids, Gleason's continents are drawn in correct proportion lengthwise from inside to out. But longitudinally, the globe model's longitude lines converge closer together in distance as they head from the equator towards the theoretical South Pole and Fantasy Island. So their southern continents are always drawn skinny and pointy to accommodate this.
I wonder why.
Gleason's longitude lines have to diverge the entire way out from the North Pole to accommodate the existing fictional latitude-longitude grid. So a degree of longitude at the Tropic of Cancer is roughly 51 miles across, while that same degree at the equator is now 69 miles across, then 87 miles across at the Tropic of Capricorn, and roughly 138.5 miles at the outer ice wall. So his continents have to be drawn or projected fatter and wider as you go further out or south to fit the fictional grid. So they are not in proportion to their latitude like the globe. The truth of what the Earth actually looks like from overhead is probably somewhere in the middle of both models.
Ding.
That is why you can calculate a longitude distance this way if you have the formula, or even a latitude distance in yellow this way at 69 miles per degree, but
And I
you
kinda see
can't
something,
just
though.
measure this way, the purple line,
It makes sense
because the latitude
that Nathan's actually calling for measurements. He wants to get like the measurements from each continent, the actual sizes of it, all the cartography. That's where the key is. And you're gonna actually, if you're gonna make a map proper, get the right sizes, get the land measurements. And I actually Shank the Globe did that with all the projections and all the maps. He found out they're all wrong. He actually got some land measurements on some major continents and compared them to the T. We'll look at that next.
difference remains constant while the longitude difference is changing proportionately. Without using advanced trigonometry calculations using comparative distance ratios to a fixed point like the North Pole. But whereas on the diverging Gleason map, one longitude degree on the Tropic of Capricorn is 87 miles wide, on the converging globe, it has to be only 63 miles wide, which does not match actual reality. And that is where the digital magic of GPS
Here we go.
and Google Earth comes into play.
Elfin magic.
Those of us
Or
dinosaurs
just people
old
that fly.
enough remember David Copperfield using magic to make the Statue of Liberty disappear in real time on live TV. It seemed impossible. What we didn't know
Well,
was
I
that the
want to
entire
skip over that because David's now involved with Epstein. Have you heard that yet? He was on the island too, on the Epstein Island fantasy. David, you're just like the rest.
audience floor and stage with fixed cameras was slowly rotating away from the statue while the curtain was up. So when the curtain was pulled down, the frame around the curtain was no longer facing the Statue of Liberty. That same sleight of hand magic today is now called GPS and Google Earth. And here's how they do it. Remember, you don't need to manipulate the north or inside. It already mirrors the globe fantasy with converging longitude lines into the north center. It's the south you have to manipulate. Back both long before and in the 1880s and 90s, latitude circles to determine north-south position of the equator were found using a combination of solar declination tables showing the sun's visual angle at noon above the horizon at various dates on the ecliptic as it goes between the tropics of Cancer to the equator to Capricorn and back, along with Mariner's astrolabes as shown on the left, backstaffs like the Davis Quadrant on the right, octants on the left, and sextants on the right, in use up until modern GPS and Google Earth. However, longitude to determine east-west position was much more difficult, if not impossible, as seen here on this 1683 nautical chart by Montier, as it cannot be determined by astronomical observations in the sky like latitude can. It required centuries of study and invention to invent a fictional prime meridian line and then a way to coordinate clocks at different distant places using instruments like the chronometer, then the telegraph, and later radio to synchronize clocks. But more importantly, centuries of astronomical societies, nautical societies, and guilds sharing and compiling these observations and information were put into massive nautical almanacs like these two, the American Ephemeris and Nautical Almanacs of 1889 and 1891 by the United States Naval Observatory. Over 850 pages that helped sailing vessels for centuries get to where they wanted to go at any time of the year, with most of the painstaking work already calculated for them. In 1889, all of these almanacs agreed that Hammerfest, Norway was located at 70
This is where it
degrees,
starts getting
45
interesting,
minutes north latitude.
He'll start pointing out stuff in the south that don't match anything. Hey, Liv, how's it going? Yeah, so especially in the lower latitudes, it's just here we go.
Dude,
Is it playing? I think I'm still paused.
and sailors and trade ships were getting to and fro there just fine using these almanacs. But it was also known that in Hammerfest, Norway, there is a continual 24-hour sun in their summer from May 11th to July 22nd, 2 months and 10 days.
Long time.
Today, that can still be seen, though once again, the almighty accurate globe software can't agree within 2 days if it starts May 12th or May 14th, or if it finishes July 30th or 31st. But either way, there is a 24-hour sun. Which means if we live on a
I'm
globe...
going to pause it there. Ryan, what are you looking at, man? Here. You got your bike together yet?
I'm working on it. I almost got it done.
Well, show us what you got so far. Because I got you in the attention here. There you go. Whoa. What's left to be done, sir? Which one are you working
Well,
on?
I gotta put the gas tank back on, the seat back on, and then I have to figure out which wire it is that shorted out because it's obviously a wire. I tested everything else and nothing else is broken. So it's got to be the wiring. So I'm just going to run a new hot wire from the battery to the ignition system and
How
run it
much
through
would
the
it
fuse
cost
box.
for a whole new harness for the thing? I know they're not that
About
big.
$300, and that's not worth it to me. I can just run a wire faster and easier.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering because I mean sometimes I bought a harness once and I've done that, but I've also pulled a harness apart and then got all
No,
the
you don't have to. You don't have to pull it apart. You just run it. You just run another wire from the place that it needs to go to the other place that it
Yeah,
needs to
I
go,
know.
and you just wrap it in plastic. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I know, but I mean I just pulled the thing was so bad that it had so many different shorts in it.
Oh well, then then I would just start it over. But this just had one bare wire, and I'm not sure. But like I said, if I if I run a separate wire and it works, then I'll know that that's the problem. If it doesn't, then I'll be in a whole nother
Nice.
boat.
So what's growing on top of your head over there, dude?
Oh, that's foam stuff that I tried to seal the thing with. It didn't work out very good. There was plastic
like-
over it, but
It looks like a mushroom or something like a
yeah, it looks
berry.
kind of like a fungus growing, like little worms or something, but it's not.
It does,
Just
dude.
spray foam that went out of control.
Oh,
Took
God.
2 cans to fill that spot right there, and it didn't even fill it all the way up.
Yeah.
I was all pissed off.
Yeah.
I thought
I
that
think-
stuff
I think-
expanded.
Oh, what do you need?
Anyway,
She's dying over here. She needs a cough drop. It makes boom. So what's wrong with the quad still?
I didn't change the fuel pump yet. I fixed the old one, but I don't think it's holding up because once it warmed up, it started to die.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that it's just not getting enough gas. So I'm going to replace the fuel pump after all.
You did buy it, right?
Did what?
You did buy it. You sent it off.
No,
for it.
that was free. Both of those were free. They didn't
I'm
cost me
talking, I'm
nothing.
talking about the fuel pump.
No, I paid for the fuel pump, $30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's,
I had
yeah,
to-
you have it.
Yeah, I bought. Yeah, it's here. It came a couple days ago.
Is the roof falling in, man? Is
What?
the roof falling in? It looks-
No, I got to put a nail up so I can hang a bug zapper out here.
Oh, nice.
My wife
You get
said,
bugs this
"Man,
time of the year? Jeez.
My wife, because see, we have this door, right? The doggy door thing, so the cats can go in and out, right? But problem is when you shut the screen, but the door's open, there's a gap there. See? So bugs come in through there. So my wife wants me to put up a bug zapper to keep the bugs from coming in the house. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, I have a doggy door that's better than that one, man. It doesn't mess with the screen.
So I bought a little bug zapper, and I'm gonna hang it up right here.
Well, the doggy door we got, it gets snug to the actual door.
Yeah, it gets snug to the actual door, not the slider. But when you use the slider, then there's a gap. So instead of having to put a piece of foam in there, I'm just gonna put a bug zapper in. Easier.
I put foam in mine when I first got it. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I just gotta reach up there somehow and knock it in. Ooh,
you're tall enough. You can do that, man.
that does it.
I got faith in you.
A little more solid. You find steps, so I'll be right back.
See, there is no magic to what they're doing. They're just lying to you about this stuff. Let's get back to them. Whoop. Their model doesn't fit. They must have quit. It's like OJ on trial.
There has to be 2 months and 10 days or close of 24-hour sun at 70 degrees 45 minutes south latitude in their summer months of November, December, and January. If there isn't, then we don't live on a globe, and icy fantasy island cannot exist. So Gleason wrote to Professor Jay Morrison of the Nautical Almanac Office, Bureau of Navigation, Navy Department in Washington, D.C., the guy in charge of these almanacs, to check if that 24-hour sun was happening at 70 degrees 45 minutes south latitude as well. Morrison replied, on December 21st and 22nd, there's summer solstice down there, at South Shetland, about 70 degrees south latitude, see any good map of the world. The sun rises 2 hours, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. The sun sets 9 hours, 56 minutes, 30 seconds. A total of 19 hours and 53 minutes as the longest continued day.
Oops. Well, I'm going to end it there this time. We'll do the rest of this next show. I was going to cover a couple other things. That's could be a problem. I want answers, people. I'm just saying. Just one of those things, dude. If it doesn't do the same at 70. I guess that changed over the years. I guess we became a globe over the last century. Da, da, da. Oh, man. So tomorrow you'll have that quad running if you just put that fuel pump on there, won't you? I can't hear a word you're saying, sir. You're muted. You're talking to yourself, Brian.
I said more than likely it'll be done the next couple of days. I'm working on the bike right now. I'm not working on the quad because I kind of got frustrated with it because,
Yeah,
I did a whole bunch of work to it and it didn't make any difference. So I'm kind of frustrated, but
Oh, man.
You think that's funny, do you?
Oh, no, it's not. I've been there. I know exactly what it's like. I had a Chevy Vega. The fuel pump went out in it, right? We didn't know.
Yeah.
I cleaned the fuel pump.
I would have guessed that one right away. But I've dealt with fuel pumps before, so that explains.
Do you know where the fuel pump in a Vega is, though?
Yeah, it's inside the tank.
Good guy. Yeah.
Just like,
You found that
just like
the hard way, dude.
It's like a 4Runner, just like my truck had one like that. My Toyota has one in the tank too, I think. It's a better place to put it. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a good place to put it. It's just make sure you put an access door so you can reach the fucking thing.
They didn't. They had to pull the tank out.
Yeah, I know they didn't. They didn't. You have to take the tank out in order to get to it. Yeah, I know.
It's like I haven't got my camshaft sensor put in. It's got the actual activator that goes up to the camshaft sensor from the bottom of the block to the top of the block. I got to get it all top center to get the gears to line up so I can actually put it in. So I got to get somebody to help me get dead center on the first cylinder to get the actual crankshaft sensor. Yeah. And everybody watching the videos are like, "Thanks, Ford. We love you." Why? I could buy a Duralast one that actually will sync regardless, but I have to pay like $107 instead of paying $34 for the Ford part.
I'm gonna wing this sucker right now.
They ain't doing it. Yeah, so I'm going to drop this up in Duffy's door. Actually, I don't want to give him all his Gamarta because I don't want to get into that his cosmology when it comes to it. Steve's got a weird cosmology.
Cosmology.
Yeah.
Fuck Steven his cosmology.
Yeah, well, he thinks everything is centered in the center and it's all reflection.
Right.
And he uses a pomegranate to define how it works.
Huh.
Yeah. Don't ask me. I don't know about pomegranates and cosmology. I don't know how they go hand in hand. Oh, no. Sarah, did your engine light go on today?
Huh?
Her engine light. Mine went on a couple times before, but I didn't check the code. I should have.
Did I tell you I went to San Francisco yesterday? And I got to go up on Coit Tower. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
You know what that is?
Not really. No, I have no idea.
Point Tower is this basically this fire tower that they built way back, supposedly in the 20s or 30s, and they
Okay.
used to have firemen sit up there and watch for fires because San Francisco burned at one time, so
Yeah, I remember.
they had to keep an eye out
Counting
for
up
that.
over a candle, man. Yeah.
Because back in the day, like even though now they don't report a fire, the fire department just shows up. But I guess back then they had to tell everybody, so they ring an alarm and stuff. But they rebuilt it and refaced it. It's all stucco now, so it's not even really a building anymore. Just stucco tower is what it is. Kind of cheesy, but
I got the cure for you, skeptic. It's called a hammer.
yeah, hammer yourself in the head, and that'll fix it.
No, it's the
Okay.
ram. It's got a ram in the fuel light that's always on. You just take a hammer and you beat the hell out
Oh
of it.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, it just gets stuck.
Yeah, fuel light stays on. There's something definitely wrong with your sensor, dude. You can probably fill it up and the fuel light's always
My
on.
sensor does that too, but it'll tell me that I have 300 and something miles left, but then it'll tell me I have an empty tank too.
Nuts. I worked a double shift today. That's why I canceled last night's show. They called me
Oh, I
in to
didn't.
work double. Yeah. So I started
Do
in
yourself a favor.
the morning.
If you ever rebuild a carburetor,
Uh-huh.
give yourself one of these.
Okay. I've had
You're
one of
gonna
those.
need it
Yeah.
because carburetor bolts get tight and they get rusty, and if you can't get them loose and you strip them out, you're fucked. So this thing is a lifesaver, and it only costs like $10 at fucking Harbor Freight. So
I've got one of those ratchet sets like that, but it's not chrome like that. It's rubber.
well, it doesn't matter what color it is.
That's racist.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter what color it is
No, that's anti-racist.
or whatever.
I don't think race has anything to do with skin color.
I don't think I care if it has something to do with race or not. I don't really care about that shit. Not concerned.
It's
with it.
$460 in Cali right now, dude. Is that what you're paying, Ryan?
$460? More than that. I pay more like $2,700 a month.
No, I'm talking about for gas. $460.
Oh yeah,
Per
it's like
gallon.
$5 a gallon. Yeah, it's about $5 a gallon almost.
It was $205 last month, dude. Here, per gallon. It got down to
And,
$195.
you know what's funny? They have to ship it from here to you.
Yeah,
So
I know.
go figure.
Yeah, well, that's just because of your state, dude. You live in a suck ass
They
state.
charge us fees in order for you to store it in the ground, and then you got to pay that fee because, of course, the company's not going to pay for it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, well,
Stop their fucking gas and start
Yeah.
riding electric vehicles all over.
yeah, but electric vehicles take more energy to run than a gas vehicle.
I know that's the only problem. See but this is how the world works. Is every time they tell you that they fixed something, they didn't really. All they did was just fuck you out of using the original one. But you don't realize that, see,
Yeah.
because you're too stupid.
Hey, Carl, how you doing, man? Carl's in the audience. Why didn't you get the Eclipse, man? I kept looking at his feed. I couldn't find the Eclipse on his feed. The Lunar Eclipse, the last one.
You can't find it.
Yeah, well, he was going live, supposed to go live with it. I couldn't find. He went live, but I couldn't find the feed. It kept saying it was no longer available.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe they just blocked it.
I don't know. I have to ask Carl.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there then. So that's what I was going to do now is kind of put the tank back on and just
I thought we'd look at a couple more things besides Scam Art. Before I go, I got a couple of things I downloaded. Hey, Crashes. He thinks he's at $2.99. I'll see what gases are here. I'll get the price. I haven't bought gas this week. Bought gas like the last week, and I haven't been driving my truck, so I haven't went to the pump. Been driving the Juke, so it gets better gas mileage. What the hell you got there? Hat? Oh, gas tank. Okay. Got a helmet in his hand. Lord helmet. Now, hold on. Let me look up gas prices.
What? You want to see my helmet? Is that what you said?
I did not say that. Do not repeat that. That it seems like the internet's biased. They don't want to give me local gas prices. They give me local gas stations. Let me see if I can do it again.
Yeah, we don't want you to tell anybody else because you might.
Yeah, like, hey, we're going to go out and raid the gas pumps.
Of course, you can't just drive there to get it, so
Yeah.
it's not like it's going to help us anything.
You know, there ain't no other place to go, really. They're all going to be the same.
Back on. Battery's back in it. Hold this shit down.
I'm gonna have to call the gas station to find out. Hold on, I want to do this. I want to know what they are.
Why don't you look out the window? Don't you live down the street from one?
Not in eyesight, dude. It's around the corner.
Oh, okay.
I can't just look out my door like, oh, there's the gas station. No, there's
Well, I
like a
mean,
block of apartments, and
I
then
can't either, even though there's one like literally down the street. I can't see from here. You're right.
well, dude, I can walk to the one and it's here. It's just like there's another whole row of apartments between me and where it is. I can't see through the apartments. It's impossible.
I'm like, you can't see through the apartment. Well, that sucks seeing you then, huh?
Don't have X-ray vision, sir.
I'm sorry. Sucks
Oh.
seeing you.
I know. Sucks to be me, huh?
Sucks to be you. You don't have. I have ultravision, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ultra vision. All right. Yeah, I like to see through your eyes, buddy.
You ever heard of that? Ultravision?
No, I haven't.
Oh, sucks seeing you,
I
huh?
don't.
You should get with the program, dude.
All right, I'm calling the Maverick station to see what the gas prices are.
What do they call it? Mavericks. You could tell that. Mavericks. Do they sell Mavericks there? Do they sell Maverick cigarettes there? Do they think so? Back in line. That's it.
We're at 349, dude. Thank you.
That's it? Nothing, dude.
Yeah, 349. That's a little bit under you guys. Thank God. But it was like $1.50 cheaper, like less than a week ago, dude. Swear to God. I wonder why that happened. I'm not gonna speculate too long on it.
Why do I always do shit like that? Fucking hosing my way. Damn it.
Ryan's working on his bikes.
That was fucking cool.
That's why it's called the Impossible Eclipse. That was a good one, Crashes. I was gonna look at some of Pablo's stuff he put out.
Pablo.
Pablo. He did like 5 pans in a row, dude. Yeah. Busy man he is. Oh, and Shank the Globe too. I want to look at that. I just got a cramp in my leg. Yeah, you ever get one of those sitting so long? Yeah. We'll get Shank the Globe first.
Fucking fuck.
Buckety fuck. This is a family show, sir. Mind your language. He measured the continent sizes with pixels. He actually got the land sizes, and he went through all the models and measured them. Man's a nut. Crazy.
According to ground measurements, Greenland is actually 14 times smaller than Africa. Ground measurements are pretty reliable
Margie.
because they can be verified by anyone. Shank the Globe was able to write a program that measures continent sizes pixel by pixel, and it's extremely accurate. So sit back and watch as we measure the continent sizes on all maps.
Tape on the table, map on the wall. They argue in circles. I'm trying to solve it all. Pulled out the tape, took steps from the curb. Teacher said, trust me, I still checked every word. Hands in the dirt, chalk lines in the road. I don't just guess, I go measure the globe. They talk flat, talk round, talk faith, talk facts. I talk edge of the dock, horizon looking back. Eyes on the sky, waves under my toes. If it don't add up, I go follow the pole. Shank the globe, take a cut through the middle. Spin that rock, watch the numbers wiggle. Who's right, who's wrong when the line's this brittle? I just measure what I can, let the rest stay little. Shank the globe, let the chips fall slow. Mark that map anywhere I go. If the truth don't fit in the song they chose, I'll just shank the globe. Shank the globe. Yeah. Arguing comments, caps lock all heat. I'm in the backyard counting my own feet. Shadow at noon, how far do it lean? Tiny experiment, big old scene. They pray to a chart, they swear by a clip. I'm watching the tide, keep time with the ship. If up is up and down is below, why they mad when I ask how they know? Shake the globe, take a cut through the middle. Spin that rock, watch the numbers wiggle. Who's right, who's wrong when the line's this brittle? I just measure what I can, let the rest stay little. Shake the globe, let
results are in, and everyone's wrong. One thing to consider is if there's more land at the North Pole, that would make Greenland shrink a bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Imagine that. Hmm.
Why
Like
would there
you-
be that?
Yeah, because they did. Remember the old Gleasons, dude? Not Gleasons,
But
but
what if we
Gators.
find out there's not any extra land, but that's just made up shit?
No,
make
no,
you all
no.
think that.
If you look into the old
Cold air,
Gators,
frost on my lungs,
there were
maps
actually
on the
map
table,
lands there.
ink on my thumbs. They drew that circle,
Sure, but
called
that
it
doesn't mean
the
it's
end.
real.
White space, blank
Mhm,
page,
yeah.
nothing to defend.
That
Night
would
sky
explain a lot of
spinning,
the
aurora in the
epic.
dome. Compass keep
That's what they
twitching
put
like
on
you
there,
wanna
that's
go
what they
home. They say just
No,
ocean.
you're not
I
getting
say
it.
that's
You're
cold,
not.
missing land in the snow, buried under that glow. Missing land at the North Pole. They been hiding that stone cold. Spin lies till the map get old. Shank the globe, gon' find the truth. Yeah, shank the globe, gon' find the truth. Cut lines through the mask and prove. Whole world in a tilted frame. I'm pulling that pin from the game. Yeah.
He wants to think Earth is flat. Go right ahead.
No, from what I can tell, Ryan, just to throw that out there,
From what you can tell, what?
from what I can tell from the latitude and latitude, the way they're deranged, and why they're off just from the north to go, yeah, there's more than likely there's a part of the grid they're not going to. They don't go to a single point. And there are rules up there. What do they call it? They have an agreement, kind of like Antarctica, but it's not as strict, and
They
it's
have an
only
agreement, do
for
they?
northern countries. You
Funny how they
can't.
do that.
What?
It's funny how they do that agreement shit, huh?
Oh yeah,
Let's just agree to do this instead. That way we don't have to tell anybody anything.
yeah. Well,
That works.
it's just like you from behind. Yeah, that's literally it.
You can
So
do it.
we'll take a trip to north and see what we can find.
Good luck.
Yeah, no, we could do both.
It looks better with the tank and the seat on it, huh? Looks like more like a bicycle, more like a motorcycle that way. Huh?
Let's see it again. Let's put you up on screen. I'm trying to get this
You see it?
downloads off. Let's put you up big. Did you get your bug lap light hung? I saw that.
See?
Yeah, killing them bugs, are you, sir?
There's the bike. See? You see it?
Same idea, RG.
Motorcycle, that's what it is. It's a motorcycle.
There's missing lands in both sides.
Missing more than hands.
Hands. Don't make you missing no toes or tongue. You killed the camera.
Out of it.
Last minute, Klaus. But RG sent me a video. Let's see. Well, not a video. He sent me some pictures. It's kind of the same, but it's like it says false citrus. I'm trying to click on it, but it won't. There it goes. He says there's a crater in Antarctica. That doesn't have anything to do with cartography, but it's reverse and Greenland. So I think he's going into that moon map thing. I'll show you what he gave me. Let's see.
What'd you do?
The moon map kind of idea. What they have, all they did is mirror the South, is what they look. It looks like. But I mean, you can't explore, so how can you determine this? Well, I'll let you know. I tell you what, I'm gonna get a free trip down to Antarctica and just go out and look around everywhere.
Free?
Or what they call Antarctica. I thought it was just
Somebody's paying
a
for it.
peninsula hanging out in the middle of the Pacific. That's all it is.
What do you mean free? Ain't nobody getting nothing for free. Somebody's paying for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to go get a job down there. I'm pretty sure of it. I've already applied for 4 of them. I haven't heard back from a damn one of them, but I've talked to Southson Ryan. He says that what they're doing now when you apply for jobs, if you're doing a government job, they'll pull up your social media and they'll get everything about you all in one swoop. So they'll know automatically why I'm going down to Antarctica.
Oh,
Oh, that's
don't.
sad.
It doesn't wasn't a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it's not that it's a good or bad idea. Somebody's got to do it. Like nobody's got the balls to do it. I don't think. Scared.
I don't think it's that at all. I think nobody cares.
I do. I care. I want to know where I live. I don't want to have to go through life having to, deal
I already
with.
know what's there. I don't need someone to tell me.
You know what's there? Huh. Well,
Nothing.
how about you just break into what's there right quick? Can you tell us?
There's nothing there. That's exactly right. They're going to take you somewhere else. They're not going to take you to the actual place that they claim they are because they're lying to you. It doesn't exist. It's
Huh.
fucking stupid. The stupidest thing in the world. They claim that there's something down there when it doesn't exist.
I think where they just went to is a little peninsula out the southern coast of.
Yeah, but they're going to the outside of a circle. So how are they getting to the bottom of anything? Kind of fucking dumb when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb.
If we were like James Ross Clark or Cook, we could get the Armada out. We can just go sailing. Isn't Captain Gunn doing it still? Is he still going out there?
I don't know.
I think he's trying to get that trip together. He wants to get people to go sail with him and check out the north and the south. I think I would love to, and Vlad volunteered to do it with him, so I'd see Vlad go. That'd be really cool.
So what exactly are you going to do when you get there?
No, he's going to go look for things in the Southern Ocean. I think he's got a fleet of ships, dude. He's going to go sailing, see how far he can get before they shoot him or whatever.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just go catch fish or something to make money and fucking with all that?
No, are you?
I'm kidding.
You're not curious about the Southern Ocean?
Not really.
I am.
Like I said, I kind of already know. It's kind of obvious that I'm right because if I wasn't right, then why the fuck do they argue with me?
Well, the reason they're arguing because they want to make sure you're still on the ball.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. Even if they torture me,
The program is it's a big Catholic ball. If you want to know what it is,
Catholic balls, huh?
yeah, Catholic ball and a Jesuit ball and a Jewish ball, all like what was it?
That,
yeah, there was a Jewish guy who sold the Ocean Blue in 1942, didn't he?
Did he sell himself?
Well, his name was Columbus, I think. Christopher.
Tag.
Yeah, let's check out this one. This one is
curious.
a highway
You
pan.
didn't know that? Yeah. Christopher Columbus was a fucking gay, dude. You didn't know that?
Oh no, that he was actually part of the Rothschild in the.
Yeah, so he's gay. Exactly.
Yeah, there's tons of those, dude. Jesuits, they're all pretty gay. Most priests are gay. That's why they're priests. Yeah, for the most part, they could claim they're celibate, but when they get around altar boys, somehow they get turned on. I don't know.
That's
Weird.
rough.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
pretty rough, dude.
Well, how many times you got to read about a priest molesting?
I don't read about it at all, honestly.
You heard about it, didn't you?
No, not really. I try not to listen.
Back in the
I mean,
80s.
I understand that bad things happen in the world, but there's not much I can do about it, so worrying about it isn't going to help me any, is it?
I'm not telling you to worry about it. I'm just telling you what's happened.
No, because if I hear about it, I'm going to worry about it because I was molested. Of course I'm going to worry about it. Because
Well,
the thought of
that's
another shit
never
having to do with the shit I dealt with is fucking sad, right?
Yeah, don't have to deal with it, man. They shouldn't have to deal with it at all. That should be stopped.
You shouldn't have to, but it does happen. And it is.
Yeah, well, we have a problem, sir.
Yeah, we do because we're not allowed to kill people that do bad things like that. That's the problem. That's really the problem. Because if we murdered people like that, then we wouldn't have that problem, would we?
Well,
We would not have that problem.
They did it in Sodom and Gomorrah. They got rid of
Because
that.
dead people don't reoffend, do they?
No, they don't.
Exactly. You want to stop somebody from never doing it again? Cut their head off. Takes care of the problem.
Or castrate them.
Separate. No, that doesn't help because they could still be sick in the head and still want to touch the kid. That's not going to work. Because they can't get off doesn't mean they won't get off on the thought of it.
Where will we get
usually what the problem is, isn't it?
Yeah.
All in their head.
Yeah. He said this is a highway pan. We'll see what it looks like. I think I'll just play this one. Yeah. Speak of the devil. He's on the 101.
Which one?
The 101. California. We're looking at the 101 now. It's kind of a warm day, though. You can tell. Look at the haze.
Why are you talking about the 101? What's that got to do?
Because we're watching it right now.
What's 101? You're watching the 101?
Yeah, I've been up and down the 101.
Is that where he's at right there in California?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You just go find Pablo, go hang out with him for a day, go watch him do his work.
What? Oh, wait, what? Where's he at? L.A.?
It's like, I'm trying to think where he is exactly. It's I'll look at his bio.
You're trying to think of where exactly he is?
Uh,
How do you not know that?
I don't have it on the tip of my tongue right now.
Oh, I see. You're not a memorization master?
It's either San Diego or San Jose. It's one of the sands.
Yeah, it's south, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if it's up here, actually, I'll go meet up with him. I'll go check
Oh,
out
my
his-
Google Meets died. I got to re-up it.
All right, well,
Got to put a new link in too.
I guess it's time to set this fucking wire and get this over with, huh?
Well, you got to show us what you're doing now when you get done.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to show you. I'd have to hold the camera and then I can't work.
Who said you were working to start with?
I don't have a camera, man. But I'll prop it if you want me to.
Well, he's zooming in on the highway a little bit. It's all compressed over there. Yeah.
The 101. A lot of people get killed on the 101. Or there's a 101 killer too about that. 90 something.
Yeah.
You would think that like serial killers and rapists would be ugly people, but it turns out that's not true. Isn't that weird?
Huh.
You would think like a good looking guy could get laid, wouldn't have to do that, but it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how does a good looking guy not get? I mean, I don't understand. Like, why would you go that direction if you weren't like forced to by like some situation? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why? I don't know. I guess I'm not sick enough in the head to understand that.
No, I think what Pablo needs is to stop using the P900 on the terrestrial observations as much and get like do what a tinfoil hat man did and get a telescope. You can cut through a lot of this haze with it. He got like 36-mile observations with those things right on the bat.
Oh my God, 36. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I think he has a P900. Yeah, that's what he uses. And when you're shooting the celestials, you don't have as much atmo interference in it. Atmosphere is a contradiction in terms. Atmo is a gas. Sphere is a shape. Gases have no inherent shape. What? I'm just feeding cough drops to the missus over here. I gave her one and it ain't stopped. Who is free and to be? Oh, yeah, I remember him.
That's why the fucking thing don't work.
What don't work?
Even the odometer plug. Didn't even notice that, but I didn't think there was any metal in there. But now I think I see metal. I'm gonna have to double check it, make sure that maybe that's the reason why that plug. If that wasn't plugged in, I would explain it. That would explain a lot.
Do I need to go with the Black Swan Modus Tollens for you right quick? If the Earth was a sphere with a radius of 3969, that's the general radius. The horizon will be no further than 1.2 miles from the observer's height in feet. All these observations violate that immensely. That's why they're called black swans.
Why do they gotta be black, man?
Nobody likes white swans. White's right. I mean, white's wrong nowadays. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
He's got clear shots here on better days. So.
How dare those swans be white? They should be black.
And I think his longest observation at this point was 36 miles to the tower on the other side of this bay.
Oh, it was clear day.
Yeah.
Cool.
The official is 3963 is the grand total I think.
You let me lose my lighter, Roger.
What?
Why'd you let me do that?
How did I do that?
I don't know.
39.59. Yeah, I think they average in between the two. And half of those are 15 miles away. That's way beyond 1.2.
Half of it? Only half of them?
Who? What? Where? Yeah, JJ, he's busy, I guess. He's just been putting out a couple of videos now and then.
Oh, poor guy. He's busy, huh?
He
Darn.
works, dude. He's a working man. I worked. Like I
Yeah,
worked. I worked a
yeah,
double
you guys
shift
work.
today. Yeah.
That's not an excuse not to have a life, though.
Is it?
Oh, no. Probably.
I should be committed
Maybe.
because I do both. It's hard to do. Oh, Google.
Hard?
Google.
It's hard to play.
I got Rhonda into Google. I wonder if it's going to pull up on the bot. Let's see. That's why the bot's not acting right. It's got two people in the camera. There we go.
Two people there, huh?
Yeah.
With the camera?
Yeah, my Google Meets here. I'll show you. Google Meets. Boop. There's a Google.
Oh, look, there's a little man in the background looking out the window.
There's two of them back there.
It's
He's
Spaceman.
looking off into that vacuum of
Space
space.
boy. Spaceman.
I got to join. Oh, there we
I got in trouble today.
go. See the other guy back there? They got
Yeah,
a big guy there.
he's doing a checklist there or something.
Yeah.
The other
He's
guy's
making sure all the instruments are actually
the other
working.
the other guy's the spotter. He's looking out for any of the spaceships coming on.
Yeah, I should call JJ. If he doesn't show up after a while, I just got to get in touch with him.
Good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Just call Digger. Why
Why
not? I don't know. Why not?
So we're actually looking for the actual measurements of the Earth, so we can actually start
Good luck.
mapping it out for ourselves and present you with a so-called model they keep screaming about.
You
Where's
really think they're going to
where's
give
your
you that
model?
information?
Where's your model?
Oh, is that what you want? You want to be able to answer that question? Oh, well.
It's not that hard to do if you got measurements. Dude.
Yeah, but
If you
they'll
got-
just ask another question. That's the thing is you don't get is these
I don't
fucking
really
guys
care
will
if you
just ask
know.
another fucking question.
I'm satisfied with. Here you go. You wanted a fucking model.
Yeah, I know, but that won't be enough for them though.
I don't
Never
really
is.
care. I'm not trying to
I
please
know,
them.
I know you don't. I'm just saying, you know, like, don't convince yourself that that's going to save, that's going to make anybody give a shit because it's not.
I didn't ask them.
I've done that before. I went to the trouble to go and find the information for someone, and they fucking were like, "Oh, well, what am I going to do with this?" I'm like, "Read it, and you find out if you'll know the truth." Well, I don't care. I already know the truth. I'm like, "Do you?
Oh, do you now? Oh, okay.
Do you? Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you don't read it, how are you going to know?"
The truth is objective, man.
And when I don't tell them, when I don't tell them what the information leads to, I just tell them, here's the information that you're asking about. Go read it, and you'll find out the same thing I did. The truth, which is whatever the story says, right? Or whatever the story, however it was written.
Oh yeah, my microphone should be here in like tomorrow.
Oh boy,
I know.
I'm excited for you.
Oh, you are?
I guess. I don't know.
You
You
got a
keep talking about it.
microphone,
You're excited.
You've got a microphone. You just don't use
I
it.
do. Just don't use it. Well, it's like, why do
We
I
both
need
got free microphones, dude, doing these things.
Why are these
We
hoses
got-
so hard to get
We
on?
got people that love us out there.
I know. I guess. I don't think anybody loves it. Well, I mean, I guess if you do, you do. But
Come on.
whatever. You don't have to. You know, not a requirement.
It was really funny. The last Sacred Little song I played in with, Ryan actually found the vinyl, the original, right before
You know,
we left.
I have a stupid question for you.
Weird.
If the pitcock comes out of the tank at a certain angle, and the actual fuel line and where the fuel filter hooks up to is directly below it, why would they make the pitcock valve come out sideways instead of down towards the fucking bottom? Does that make any sense? Like why they would do that?
No.
Because they're
No.
fucking Japanese crackheads and want to make a charge of money to bend a fucking hose? That's probably why.
No, Skeptic, I said measurements. We need measurements, not calculations.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's actually saying calcs don't matter. No,
I'm
they don't.
teasing.
Okay, so now not all tanks are equal. Let's put it that way.
No, it's just, I could turn it around, but then it's going to face that direction. It's going to go the other direction. Like, I want it to face straight down, but it goes, not only does it go that way, but it goes this. It's fucking stupid, dude. It doesn't make any sense at all. The fucking filter goes over here. I'd have to run the, not only is there not any room underneath the tank, because there's already like hoses going fucking everywhere, because I hooked everything back the way it was supposed to. Okay, so I did everything right except for this. This is, I guess, goes around the other side and then comes back around. But why? Why wouldn't they just make the pit cock go straight down? And then it would go straight down to that spot, and you could just cover it up with the door, and you wouldn't even see it. But no, they want to make it difficult to what goes in there. And what the fuck did they do that for? Because they're fucking planite, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand.
You know how
There
hard
had
it
to
is
have
to
been a
make a
good
tank,
fucking
though?
reason why you did it that way. Like, why does it need to go around and go and turn? Why do you need to make it like that? It doesn't need to go that direction. It could just come right out the bottom and be not in the way. It doesn't make any sense.
It would be better if you show us what you're talking about.
Do you see the pit cock here?
Okay, it's
You see it?
going up. Okay, it kind of
Okay,
slopes
do
up.
you see now? If I turn it, see, this is where the turnoff valve is over here. Okay, so if I turn it, it's gonna be facing that way. The fucking the fuel line goes straight down. So why the fuck does it go that way? Does it make any sense to you? It doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? It makes absolutely no sense. And you can't adjust it. It's not like you can turn the fucking thing. No, it's not. It's on there, so you're stuck with it no matter how it is. Fucking retard.
If we
That's
get
why-
measurements, we can actually get data to find out the circumference of where we live. Not a radius. Well, I mean, the radius is better yet. So not a radius of the sphere, the radius of the flat world we live in.
There's absolutely no fucking room for it to
And all
go,
circles are flat.
except for just in a big fish hook. I don't understand why people do shit. So it's so that you'll get kinks in the hoses and you'll have to buy new ones, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, and the sun doesn't set neither. It goes away from you. We can prove that. Man of Stone did that. Yes, go over and watch Glowbusters on some of his data sheets. He'll show you exactly how he proved it. But they'll tell you light bends after that. Oh my God!
Light bends, yeah, sure it does. Okay.
But the sun in their model, it has to go behind the globe.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's why Einstein made the bendy light thing.
Yeah, because you have to be able to warp space time for it. Yeah. I
Yeah,
get
but
it.
then if that were the case, we would never have any nighttime.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, anyway,
Now, yeah.
I don't know if that means that, but I don't know. I don't know what
No. Literally, if light bends through the atmosphere and it bends around
Are
planets
you
and warps
sure that it
around
actually
planets,
does that, or does it just appear to? Because there's a lot of things that happen just because it appears that way.
it doesn't
It's
appear
not
that
really
way. That's the point. We have nighttime, dude. Hate to tell you.
Yeah, well, exactly, and you're right. If light curved even a little bit, it would probably curve. Yeah, it'd probably curve around, and you'd be able to see it. Yeah, you're right. But I'm not
It
gonna.
would never be it would not be the sun up. It would be like just ambient light constantly.
Right? Yeah,
From the
yeah,
sun.
right.
You
Yeah.
can't have your cake and eat it too, buddy. Sorry, I hate to tell you.
Oh my
that.
goodness, that sounded fabulous.
That was. What do you think?
Sounded fabulous. Not at all.
If Rhonda's having fun with the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's having fun with it. Huh? The cough drop.
Not really. She's got a lot of buildup on
I would
it.
try honey and tea. I've heard the honey, like the caffeine and the honey mixed together does something that I don't know if it works or not. I've tried it and it does sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on what you have, but
Yeah.
you can try that.
And
Honey,
there's no-
supposedly, it's like pure honey. Just take a spoonful. And supposedly that helps. I don't know
We got
why.
nothing- We got nothing like tea. We got other things, though. Coffee mostly.
But I'm just saying, like I've heard it's like actual pure honey. Like not filtered and all that shit. Just regular honey from like the honey place.
Yeah.
You just eat a spoonful of it. Supposedly it makes your throat stop hurting.
I used to spend my summers on a clover farm with my uncle. He
You
used
know
to
why
have,
it's good for you? Because
beef.
bee vomit is fucking fabulous. That's why.
There's a lot of nutrients that are in the unfiltered. It's unprocessed honey is what they call it.
Well, yeah, they cook it, and you're not supposed to cook it. It'll still last forever, even if you don't cook it. So I don't know why they do that.
They pasteurize it. That's what they're
Well,
basically
they
doing.
pasteurize it because their fucking dirty ass employees won't keep their fucking hands clean. That's the problem. It only takes one person to not wash their hands, and the whole fucking thing's contaminated. So
My uncle handled his own honey, so
that's why they do things like they take
process.
it away.
They make him do it anyways. They made him do it. Yeah, that's part of the rules.
Ah,
Yeah, that was Subi Honey Company. That's who he sold his stuff to. So
So I found out that this You know, you would think that American vehicles would be more smart, right? You think that Americans would think better, right? You think so, right?
No, I don't.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Americans are
I don't
even
know.
dumber.
I don't
But
even know what you're talking about.
okay, I'm talking about why you would put a radiator on a quad. Okay, I get why you need it because the engine gets overheated when you're not
The
moving
larger
fast.
the engine, yeah, it'd be
Well,
better.
it's because when you're going slow, there's not enough air passing by it. So, and you don't have a fan on an air cooled bike usually. It's generally you ride
Yeah.
the fucker fast, or it doesn't cool off and you get overheat. So, it'll fuck up your engine when you ride it too slow, right? Even though you would think like people would yell at you, "Don't ride it so fast." Well, but you have to, right? Okay. So anyway, it has a radiator, but there's no pitcock and there's no place to put the water in. So I don't know how they got it in there. I guess they took the top hose off and then squirted it in there until it was full, and then let it run, and then I guess they just kept doing that until they got it completely full. I don't know, but it doesn't make any fucking sense why. I mean, is it that expensive for a fucking little thing with a little cap on the end of it? It's plastic, and I mean, really? They didn't put a. There's no. It's not on there. There doesn't.
Right
There
the
isn't.
bike company, dude.
It's
Right the bike.
completely sealed. Now, why in the fuck would you do that? Wouldn't it need? And there's no reservoir bottle. I thought, well, if it's sealed, then normally there's a bottle, right? That way you make sure you don't run out of it, right? Well, there isn't one. So there's no reservoir, and it's sealed. So explain that one to me. So that means I have to either take it down to the shop and have them do it, or I have to go and look up online and figure out how the fuck that's done to take the fucking top hose off, take the fucking radiator out of there just to fill it back up again. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are they thinking? And it's like in an area where you could reach it. The pitcock could stick out right there, could just be right there in the front of the vehicle and not even be a problem. But no, that's too fucking much money. It cost $5 was too much for them to pay for a plastic pitcock to put on the top of the fucking thing. Isn't that fucking stupid?
Yeah.
They save $5 on every one, and they managed to sell that many more of them. I guess I don't know. Fucking stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'd rather spend fucking $20 and make everybody buy one. You know, like everybody wants one when they fucking run, right? Not saying it's bad things. I haven't gotten a chance to ride it yet, but
Yeah.
or I'm not happy with it. It seems like everything breaks on it real easy. It's like fuck.
Yeah, it is. I just came up with a good idea. I want to play the ends of the earth. So if we get the measurements, we'll get to the end of the earth, and we'll actually probably find the beginning of the firmament. That's what I'm looking for.
No, you just find a big ice shelf, and then it would just go, and then it would just.
I'm just thinking there's definitely a firmament somewhere,
You're
and I'm pretty
underwater.
sure some of
underwater.
these explorers have run into it. Some of them, I almost could bet on it. Anybody that has
Remember you told me that I should buy a $30 or $40 one instead of the other kind because it would be more better. You're wrong. They're all the fucking same. Every one of them say the same thing. They're all the same model. They're all the same shape. They're all exactly identical.
the ones I was looking through weren't. They were different.
Oh well, for this quad, I want to make sure I get the right one. So
I went through like a whole
$30
bunch of them
even
through
though
that
it's
quad.
the only difference is it came in a plastic container that has somebody else's name on it, but it's the same fucking part. It doesn't have a part name on it. It's just a generic
Right.
part.
You better get moving, man. They're coming for you.
Oh yeah, I know. They always do. They know where I live though. They fly over in the helicopter and wave at me all the time.
Hi.
This is what broke. See?
Yeah, I looked at some like that, but there were also some that were had black casings and they were a little
Yeah, of
sturdier.
course. Yeah, there's different companies, but $30. I've never paid that little for a fuel pump in my life, so I'm happy about that. I'm not. I mean, and that's today's prices. That's not. I remember paying $130 for a fuel pump for somebody's fucking 4Runner one time. I was like, Jesus Christ! It was like a 35-year-old fucking 4Runner. I was like, dude, are you kidding me?
That's so
Fuck,
sorry.
dude. It was worth it for us to take it apart and fix it instead of buying the whole thing, but didn't save us much. But $100.
Waking Minds put out another video. And they're going over Greenland, what it looked like in old cartography.
Thing is
I don't know if
exactly
that's worth
the
it.
same as the other one, dude. It's exactly the same. I took the thing apart 3 times. I know exactly what it is. Only this one has stars. This one has safety things on the
Yeah, I know
top.
what you're talking about. You got to buy the tool or have the star tool.
Well, no, I have the tool, so I'm not worried about it. Even if I did, it's easy to break the center of it out with a little chisel.
There says you saw
Use the regular quartz. It's real simple. Or you just grab a hold of them because see they stick out really good. You can just grab them with a pair of pliers and just unscrew them. It's really easy. Matter of fact, when I used the screwdriver, I barely turned them and it came right out. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
They weren't even really tight.
All right, so I got the best song to play out with. It's the
Oh.
Ends of the Earth. That'll work.
Okay, the end of it.
Yeah, it's a great song.
But
All right.
this is literally the fuel pump that they use for every single fucking motorcycle in the world, pretty much. It's like the most common fucking thing in the world. Just stupid.
I haven't had a motorcycle since I was like, I'd say 22. It's the last bike I had.
Well, this one doesn't make the same sound as mine does. Mine makes this. You can hear it squeaking.
I had a Yamaha 750, a road bike. It was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely a cruiser.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't remember what it felt like to ride one of these, but I think I'm going to remember really quickly. I sat on it a little bit, and I was like, dude, this feels just like my dad's. My dad had better handlebars, but he had like ape hangers or whatever. They were kind of cooler looking than these. But
you want to be a biker, huh?
when you sit on it, it's comfy though. You sit really low, so you don't fall over. Your feet touch the ground easy. And I got short legs, even though I look tall. I am.
You got short legs. Yeah.
Not really, but I mean, I think legs are just short, right? I think a 32 inseam is like long, right? I have a 30 inseam basically, but.
I was going to ask you a kind of a topic question. You ready? Before I go play out, do you think that Israel is under attack enough to use their Samson initiative?
I have no idea what that is.
Well, okay, I'll explain it to you. If they're attacked and they feel that the nation is going to be destroyed by another nation, and it pretty much Tel Aviv's getting the living bejesus bombed out of it right now. The Samson initiative
is there good reason for that, or are people just doing stupid shit to other people?
No,
I don't know.
They killed their leader, and they bombed their country first. Israel did.
Oh, now I see. And are we sure that really happened?
Yeah, it's happened. Yeah.
Like you were there?
Yeah.
You're saying.
So they drew first blood. So Iran's raining missiles from hell on them right now.
Mm.
And the Samson initiative is that if they feel they're going to be annihilated, they're going to shoot nukes.
Well, let them, because I don't believe they exist anyway. So let's see it.
Well, they haven't done it yet, and they're being bombarded like there's no tomorrow.
Well, let's see it. Yeah, let's see those nukes, fuckers.
Yeah,
I bet they don't exist.
Yeah.
Now, it wouldn't surprise me if they don't blow some shit up and then put some radioactive shit in it to make it look good. But I doubt highly you're going to see any explosions. You'll just find out afterwards. They won't show you
out over the top of Tehran.
Yeah, but if that really happened, they'd have videos of it from all different angles because everybody in the world would be taking video of it, right?
Yep.
But of course, you won't see any video whenever they show you something like that to you because it's going to be fake because it's never real.
So
Come on,
they're clamoring for us to go in and take care of the problem. So.
Why do we want to get involved? Let them fight it out.
We already are there.
Why do we care?
It's too late. We're already there.
But why do we care? Why do we want to get involved? Let them fight. Let them fight their stupid own war.
One more for you. Money, money, money.
Well, yeah, you can sell bombs for people, of course.
Yeah. And the Rothschilds do it. Hey, not us, world.
Whatever. And then, of course, that's blood money, too, because all that negative shit into the forest. I know.
Yeah, I think that they did a lot of those videos with Fata Morganas and explosions in the desert and a lot of those, the clips. Yeah. Yeah. The nukes are crap. But they're claiming, everybody's saying, "Oh, they got nukes, so we got to go over and kill Iranians and Iranians." Yeah.
You could do that with batteries and a fucking pipe bomb. I mean,
there you go.
You put radioactive shit in there. I guess you could do it that way, right? It would work, I guess.
Yeah, I've watched several videos on nukes that I don't think they're real neither. There's so many.
Not that I've watched videos. It's just I've seen too many forensic files, and I understand how things really work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a dumbass.
They haven't. There's 1,000 years where radiation in Hiroshima or even Chernobyl or 3 miles.
How do you know? I've never been there. How would I know that? And they make people stay out of there. So how would you be able to go in there and test?
There's people there, dude. There's people in Chernobyl. There's people in Chernobyl. Yeah.
But couldn't the government just go in there and set that shit up and put some of that shit like in a garbage can in the middle of fucking town and then have it radiate everything and make everybody believe it? I mean, yeah, they could, right?
Yeah, and then take it out. And everybody goes back to work.
So how do you know that's not what they just did? Just to fucking trick you. See, I don't believe them. Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. Literal evidence of you blowing it up and building the bomb. There isn't any, right?
Now Israel's on the block, so let's see if they're going to supposedly shoot these things off, man. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, yeah, let's shoot some explosion, and then of course it'll leave some kind of residue, but it won't be a nuke. It'll just be see, we're going to prove to you that we're doing something.
Well, I mean, if they dropped a couple of nuclear warheads on Tehran, you would know, dude.
Well, yeah, if they were real, yeah, I guess you would know, right? because they would, you'd see the mushroom cloud from here or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
on
I
the
mean,
flat
you'd notice the effect. Like you'd have like a fucking thermal winter or some crazy shit would happen, right? Supposedly.
Earth. Oh yeah.
But I don't believe that's true either. I think it's all bullshit. Why would I believe it? Santa Claus wasn't real. Neither was the fucking Tooth Fairy. Why would anything else they say be true?
You sure
They
Santa?
can't prove any of it. They got no evidence. They got no photographs. All they got is a bunch of CGI bullshit and old videos from
Santa
fucking
just
World War
paid
II.
your dad to put all those presents together for him.
I don't believe them. Show it to me. Prove it to me.
No, it didn't happen.
Show me the hundreds of thousands of people that are laying dead in the field somewhere. Show me the evidence. Let me smell the dead bodies. I don't believe you otherwise. Fuck
You
you.
should be able to go into Hiroshima now. I'm telling you.
Why would anybody in this day and age believe anything when you could fake it so easily? You could fake it better than you can make it.
You ever seen the
It's more
footage from
difficult to
Bikini
film
Island?
it for real than it is to fucking actually fake it.
Slow down.
So would it make sense?
Have you ever seen the footage from Bikini Island where they're stacking like a couple of megatons worth of TNT up in the stack?
Yeah, I've seen those videos.
Yeah.
I've seen the phony events where it shows the house blowing away, and I know it's fake because that's not what it would look like.
This is
It would
Ryan.
be instantaneous. It would be fucking instantaneous, and it would just disintegrate everything instantly.
Yeah,
It wouldn't like sit there and break away slowly, and it's fucking so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
It was such a fake.
Say
It was like
hi
a
to
slow
Nada-
motion.
say hi to Not of This World. She's an Aussie girl. She's
Oh yeah, I know she is. I've talked to her before. What's up?
She doesn't know who she's talking to.
Oh, she doesn't.
Who am I talking to? I was like, yeah.
Well, she's talking to me in chat. Maybe she just doesn't recognize me. So
Okay,
she never.
that's
Ryan. I'm Ryan. Whatever. Whoever I am.
He's Ryan Sargent. No relation to Mark Sargent.
No, thank God. But I know
All right,
another
so-
Mark Sargent. He lives in my town. I actually went
he's
to
nothing
our
like
college
that.
with him.
The other
He has
Mark
a big-
Sargent. Yeah.
I should go get him to like sign his name to something and tell everybody it's Mark Sargent to do it.
You're funny, dude. You're funny.
No, but it would be true, right? It would be a signature. It's Mark
Did I
Sargent.
go
right
Mark
there.
Sargent? I talked to Mark. He doesn't want to do this trip to Antarctica that I'm doing. I'm like, why not, dude?
Of course he doesn't, because he knows better. At least he's smart enough to know better.
No, he's not involved in debunking the thing he helped set up, dude. That's the problem.
Well, of course not, because that would make him look like a liar, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If it all comes out, it comes out, dude. Who all's involved with TFE? Fraud that it is. All right, I'm gonna play out. Say goodnight to everybody, man.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, Josh, you're showing up late. I know Sandy probably just got off. That's what it is.
Good fucking job. I'm kidding.
I've been going for 2 hours. She started way before I did, like an hour.
I know, I'm just kidding. I always say that whenever Josh meeting room over there. I always say,
Memorial
"Good fucking
Gardens is here too. Hey, Memorial.
job." All right, night.
We're making a video drop off to Senor Duffy and see if he's going to come over and present his evidence for TFE.
The death
Ain't
bill.
gonna
Good
It's
luck
worth
with
it.
that.
If I'm calling them out and they're backing off, they ain't got nothing.
Well, the only way he's going to do that is if he's got some kind of shit that he's wanting to convince the world of. And
Well,
he
he's
needs some kind of.
making a 4-part mockumentary, dude. I'm telling you.
No.
He wants $50,000 to do it too.
I'm not
Alright.
bug rest, don't work. Look at this bug. He's doing a circle around it. He's like,
Read the caption on the screen. David Karen says Captain Cook proved the level Earth. Dude.
look at the bug,
No.
dude. He's like,
Yep.
he's like, dude, there's a light. I want to see the light. See the light. I want to see the light.
Here we go, guys. Bye.
Everybody go out and go, I think it's too big to fit in there.
From the ends of the earth I'd return just to hold you again. In a tavern in Plymouth, our adventure awaits. To my wife I bid farewell as she waits from our gate. With the voyage at sea, destiny I have date for 8 pieces of silver. I boarded my fate. With 2 years of provisions, from sauerkraut to nails, 9-ton hogsheads of rum and cast them full of ale. We made ship-shape the rigging from crow's nest to keel, and with the weather eye open, Captain Cook set sail. Hang on to the winds and head out to sea. Beyond the horizon separated, though we fight sound of guns. Time and tide wait for no man. To the end we have come, but come hell or high water, journey home's just begun. So turn the bow hard to starboard, put our stern to this hell. We've mapped the treasures of bayou, discovered tales we must tell. So never were seen again, lost all before they were fell. We come the white cliffs of Dover, like home we should yell. Hang on to the winds and cut through the sea. Beyond all horizons, the ends of the earth we have seen. Hang on for your lives, you're living in dreams. To find a place can't be found, need be lost now, should know where it be. Blooming monoliths of Easter Island, nearly lost our lives. Attacked by savages with rocks thrown in battle cries. On the Great Barrier Reef wrecked and almost capsized. But nothing compares to the endless sheer ice cliffs through no end. Those transparent blue frozen walls, only we can know. Farther than ever reached before, far as any man can go. We return from the ends of the earth. To find hell frozen over there and back, we lost many good men. From the ends of the earth I'd return to hold you again.
And yeah, Elderbear, we're taking care of that slowly. It's a painful process, but once we build it, we won't have to tear it down again. We'll have the measurements, dude. We're working on it. It ain't that hard. And you don't need geodetic surveying to measure stuff. Ordnance surveying works just fine. You can throw all kinds of catchphrases in there. Oh, it's done geodetically. You know, with your pre-assumed radius of the Earth. Sorry. I'm going to get off here. I got stuff I got to do. I'm not denying measurements, just taking them. You are Elderbear. You talk just like them. So I nailed it. I'm right on the money. Go punt the glow somewhere else, dude. It ain't going to work. They gave the measurements that are in the almanacs, dude. But they're older almanacs that actually have better measurements in it. We were going over that some earlier. If you had came in here, we had Steve from Space Busters. We're going through old almanacs, looking at measurements. Yeah, longitude and latitudes are not the same as they used to be, mister. They've changed them. Yeah, I wonder why. Just go back and watch the video if you're really curious. I'm going to be doing another segment on this. We're ruining the radius of the Earth that you call home, or whatever you think that is. Your ball does not fit the measurements, dude. Doesn't even fit the observations. Night, Josh. Night, everybody else. I'll play out with another song just because. I like music, have you noticed? And that gives them some more to trim out, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Here. We'll do Believe Me. knows how to use a compass. We're working on it. We're hitting on it. We have love line to it later.
The President of the United States. Stone Cold Crooked. The President of the United States. Corrupt and fake.
I got some videos for you. Hold it there.
Lies, deception, shock.
Stone Cold Crooked.
The lies, deception, betrayal.
Kiss my ass.
It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear.
It's like a miracle.
Magic only truly exists in one place, the human mind. None of this stuff is real, and none of it works.
My God, I mean,
Life will never be the same.